Okay, this is part 2 of those same notes on looking at graphs and tables. Okay, now in these notes what we're going to be doing is taking a table that already has data in it, or already has inputs and outputs, and we're just going to be simply just graphing it on our graph here, okay, or our coordinate plane. Okay, so you're first going to take our first point, which is negative 10 and 7. So if I were to rewrite this, this is the same thing as saying negative 10 comma 7 in parentheses. And it's the same thing for the rest of these. So I'm going to go ahead and graph that. So negative 10 and 7. Well, negative 10 is here. And I go up 7. Okay, then the next point is negative 5 and 4. So we go left negative 5 to negative 5, then up to 4. Okay, and then my next point is 0 and 1. Well, I don't go anywhere for x because it's 0. But I do go up 1 for y. Excuse me. And then the next one would be 5 and negative 2. So I go right 5, down 2. And the last one would be 10 and negative 5. So I go right 10, down to negative 5. Which is right, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once I graph all my points, I can just simply graph the line. And again, put arrows on the end, just so we know that the line continues off forever in both directions. Okay. Okay, open it up. We'll start here on the left. Okay, same process. We're just going to take these points, graph them, and make a line. Okay, so for this first point, 0 and negative 7, 0 for x is right here in the middle, so we don't go anywhere along the x-axis, but the y value is negative 7. So we go down 7. Now I know, I apologize, this number line or the axis isn't quite set up nicely here for the y, or the negative part of the y-axis. So just count the squares. Okay, so if we're going to go down negative 7, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you notice that the 7 doesn't really land right next to the 7, it kind of lands right next to that negative 6. But that's 7 squares down. Okay, and then the next point is going to be 1 and negative 5. So 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now the next one's going to be 2 and 3. 2 and negative 3. Okay, the next one's going to be 3 and negative 1. Okay, and there's our points. And that should be enough to graph it. Now, let's say all you had was these 2 points. And you didn't have these y values here. Well, you could find them by looking for the pattern. Well, the pattern here looks like it's getting bigger, so it's plus 2, and over here on the left, it's plus 1 for the change in x. So our slope is 2 over 1. Now if you look here, with our points, they go up 2, and then right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. And so that means I can continue this pattern all the way until I can have no more space. So up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. And then once I run out of space, I can go down the other way. Not up 2, but down 2, and not right 1, but left 1. Down 1, down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1. Okay? And then go ahead and connect the dots. And there's my line. Okay? Okay, last one. Okay, so now, if you look here closely, that's actually a dollar sign. So it looks like this is supposed to be the cost of, or the number of candy bars and how much it would cost. Okay, so that's a dollar sign there, not a 5, which some people thought in the other period. Okay, so my first point is 0, 0. Well, 0, 0 is right in the middle. 1, 2, input 2, output 2. Okay, and my next point, 2, 4, so 2, 4, and if you notice already, I'm going up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. So it's that same pattern again. Up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, and then go back down the other way. Now actually I'm going to stop there, because if you think about this, this is a real situation. Now over here, It was just some numbers. It didn't really tell us what it actually is. It's not like we're labeling this something. It's just some kind of number, right? But in this situation, it's actually a real thing. It's candy bars to money. So we don't start out by selling zero or negative candy bars. So there's actually not going to be a negative input. We're not going to put -1 and then -2, because that's not where we started. We're just starting here. So what we'll do is we'll just start here, and then we continue the line until we can go no further to the right. But we wouldn't continue to the left. And we'll practice this more later. So what that means is that we actually start here at this line, or this first dot, okay, and it doesn't keep going down to the left, okay? It keeps going up and to the right. So we'll only have one dot here and an arrow over here, because it could keep on going forever depending on how many candy bars you sell. Okay, well, that's it for these notes. Go ahead and start. This is enough so that you can start your homework page 3.4. If you have any questions, send me a message on Remind.